Hey Jason, I thought for our first challenge I'd make it interesting. I'm challenging you to draw a chimpanzee. I spent some time this morning and I have one that I'm going to share with you after you get done, and we can compare what we came up with. Have a good draw.
So I was challenged to draw a chimpanzee. All right, well, on my way to the store to grab everything I need to draw because I ran out of drawing paper. All right, so made it to the store. Let's see what we need. Some grape. All right, look at this. All right. Look at this. Looks like a good book here. Grab this as well. And last but not least, we always need pencils. So just go ahead and grab these. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so finally made it back home. Let's see the stuff I got. All right, let's see. So I got this right here. What is it? Mixed media, acrylic, watercolor, and sketch, heavyweight, acid-free, wet or dry media. Nice little, whoop. All right. And I'll start off with my pencil. And in case I make any mistakes, or once I get done with my pencil lines, I got me some white erasers. And last but not least, I got these Papermate Flare felt tip pens. So when I'm ready to complete my work, I'll go ahead and draw over the lines that I'm going to keep for the final piece. All right.
Hey everybody, I want to break in just for a second before Jason shows you his chimpanzee. He drew it out. He did all his fine marker work, and he had never actually hit record. So Jason will show us his chimpanzee, but he will do the good part and show us how he did it right after that. So he draws a second one. You'll get a chance to see it. All right, thank you. See ya.
All right, so I don't think it's fair that I pulled all of these utensils together, drew a chimp, and didn't really show anyone how I drew my chimp. So I think I'm going to start with just showing you how I came up with this in the first place. So here we go. All right. So the very first thing that I did to draw my chimp was I drew a circle for the head. And I draw really lightly, so it's almost like I'm sketching. I draw lightly so that way I can define my lines, which lines I want to use later on, and then I'll cover over those lines with the felt tip pen here in a moment. I'll draw another circle for the mouth area. And then I'll draw a circle for my eye area. Then I'll draw a couple circles here, half circles for my ears. One there, and one there. All right, now it's for the fun part. Okay, so I'll start to add in some detail. So the first thing that I like to do is I'll come in and I'll define kind of my nose. So I'll come in and draw a V here. And then I'll draw a little U around the V. Kind of helps me define my nose. And then from here, I will erase the line that is above the nose. And I'll start to define my mouth. So let's see, let's give this chimp a smiling face. So we'll give it a smile. And then we'll give it some teeth. You can make the teeth however you want. I typically start with 2 fangs. And as you can see there, I will give it some teeth in the center. All right, I can do the same thing for the bottom, or I can leave it open. If you leave it open, you can throw a tongue in there. Create a funny looking chimp. Give the tongue a line. And give it some definition. If you want, you can put some more teeth around there. All right. And then from here, I will play with my ear. So I draw me a line inside of my ear, as you see here. And I'll draw another line, but I'll go inside of that ear. Do the same thing for the other ear. And then I will draw some eyes. 2 circles for the eyes that I'll fill in later. And then now here's for the fun part. What I'll do is as I decide on what lines I want to keep, I'll add some hair. And so what I'll do is I'll just take and etch out from my hair and come back in and go back. Kind of do the same thing. Make a little swirly hair in front of the ear area, maybe 2. And I'll keep going around. I can do the same thing on this side as well. When I get here, I can draw a nice little longer hair and connect it. All right. So when I get to the eyes, another thing chimps have is they have wrinkles. So one of the things that I do is I'll draw some wrinkles around his eye. And draw some eyebrows. And the one thing that I noticed about the chimps and the eyebrows, it kind of seems like the eyebrow connects to the wrinkles as well. So I just draw them around. All right, and when I get in here into the nose area, I'll just draw some arches for the nose. And then for the mouth, I can draw some lines for the mouth. And then when I get into the eye area here, I can do the same thing. So I can define the line around the mouth. I can make it look like there's some hair. And when I get around to his eyes, I do the same thing. If I want, I can make it look like there's a hair in there as well. All right. have a chimp. All right, so next thing I'll do is I'll put my pencil down, I'll grab my felt tip marker, and I'll trace over my lines. Now, as you notice, I'm not doing the eyes just yet. I'm gonna save the eyes for last. You can throw in anything you want here just to give it some definition. So I threw a couple dots there. All right, and the reason why I saved the eyes for last is because I'm gonna fill in the eyes, but I'm gonna make sure I leave a little bit of white as a glare. As I fill them in, and that gives the chimp a little bit of definition. And then, I always call it definition, but I think it's more of a realistic look. let that dry. And I'll just go back over it with my eraser and get rid of my pencil lines. All right, there you have it. If I want, I can go back over and I can say, what would this chimp look like if he had a body? So I can start to define a little bit of body here. And give him a little chest area. I give him a belly. The same thing I did with the hair. I can give him some hair just by drawing a little zigzag in my line. There you have it, Tim. There's my chimp.
I had no idea what to expect. That came out wonderful. That looked really, really good. It's so good, in fact, I think we should do this again. I think we should definitely challenge each other, but I think I'm gonna let you challenge me next time. I do wanna show you mine, so let me share with you my chimpanzee. So this is what I came up with. Was this guy sitting on a rock. So different lenses, man. Looks a little bit different than yours. And yours was amazing. So really, really nice work. So if you'd like to see some more of our challenges and how-to videos, please like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.